What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
Good tonight, right about the hood.
Oh dear God, I'm already eating a drink.
Look a damn mess, just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. He ain't got no peen, y'all. He ain't got no peen. He ain't got no peen. What up, what up, what up? What's good? What's up, people? What is up? It's me, I'm L Teddy 27. I'm back. We're here for another review. This is our review for PValley Season 1, Episode 7, and it is entitled Last Call for Alcohol. Now, let me say this. I see the difference in this episode than some other episodes because this episode was written by the great Patrik-Ian, and I respect Patrik-Ian so much as a writer. He dots all of the lowercase i's, crosses all of the lowercase t's, goes back and dots all the lowercase j's, and crosses all the lowercase f's, and connects all the dots for you. So I loved the writing in this episode. Lots went on, so let's parcel that out. All right. So we start off with Haley. Haley is having this dream or this memory of her dancing for the Montavious Hall character, who is either her husband, boyfriend, baby daddy, some connection to her. And she has on, not necessarily lingerie, but, you know, sexy underwear, we'll say like that. And we see him, she's dancing and grinding on him. And she has her old hairstyle that you see from the picture on the missing poster picture. And then we see him pick up their daughter and things like that. So we see them, him and her, back before the hurricane and everything, and back before, I guess, she was forced to leave. Then she comes back to the present and comes out of this flashback or trance or whatever, dream or whatever, and you see her, you know, ripping the paper because she has paper over her windows and she's ripping the paper off, and then, you know, she looks down and she sees the kids playing, and I took that as her, you know, just thinking about her daughter and what was missed and what was lost, and looking at those kids playing downstairs made her remember what she won't have anymore. So then we see Uncle Clifford. He goes down where they're having this rally and they're protesting and so forth. And I thought I didn't know where they were. They were in front of a building. I thought it was City Hall or the City Council building. I don't know where, but they were in front of a building. I do know that. But anyway, Patrice is there, and it appears that they're protesting the casino. Now, the mayor talked about this. If you remember some episodes ago with Andre, and said, listen, we can't let this get down to a vote, because if this got to get down to a vote, we're over here in the Bible Belt, and these Bible thumpers will not vote yes for a casino in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So now Uncle Clifford and Patrice done got all of these good Bible thumpers out to come and protest this evil casino that's coming in town. And Uncle Clifford and that Black Panther outfitted afro, I was like, you know what, Uncle Clifford, a mess, a damn mess. Anyway, so they're down there protesting the casino. Then we see the Kyle brothers in the mayor's office. Now the Kyle brothers are 38 hot, the white ones at least. Corbin ain't there, it's just the white boys. So the white boys are there, they going in on the mayor. Andre is there with the mayor, and they were like, this is not what we signed up for. We signed up to have it being sold, not for this lease. This is way less money than we were promised we were going to get. What's going on? Why y'all fucking with us? No, 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 no. No means no. Yes means no. And they're not here for it. And they are going off. And the mayor basically saying, listen, this is what it is. Now, y'all going to have to take it or leave it. He said, you know, y'all handing us a pile of shit with y'all and putting sugar on there and wanting us to have it. And he was like, it's better to have, you know, shit with sugar on it than it is to have nothing. And so they reluctantly sign it because they know if they don't sign it, they're going to end up with nothing. They're going to still have the farm, but they ain't going to end up with any money at all, because they're going to, you know, they're going to get a $500,000 advance. They'll get, you know, 1% of the revenues that come with the casino. And of course, they'll get the monthly lease that they are, as long as they, the casino is leasing their land. Then they threaten the mayor, and they say, listen, they reluctantly sign it. Then they say, listen, don't worry, we got this, because the city council is going to make sure we elect a new mayor. Because you over here lying to us. You done lied to us. You promised us a deal. We didn't get the deal that you promised us. And so because of that, don't worry. City Council will make sure you are not elected again as mayor. And so they give him all kinds of threats. When they go to sign the paper, not the paper, they go sign the leasing agreement on Andre's computer, they noted, they say, wait a minute. Corbin had already signed. They say Corbin had already signed. And Andre was like, yep, he sure did. He was down for it. And they put it together. They say, oh, okay, we're going to handle this. And they leave. We'll get that later. After the Cow brothers leave, the mayor goes off. He goes in on Andre. And I don't blame them because, Andre, that's not what they sent you here for. You let your emotions get involved and it messed up the business. You messing with the church's money. You done messed people over, okay? And I was here for the mayor. I was here as much as I don't care for the mayor. I was here because he was like, listen, once this thing goes down, I'm done with you. I don't want no parts of you. And he reminds Andre, he said, listen, whenever something like this happens, you got a shoddy deal, you got, you know, promises that were made and not kept, somebody's got to pay for that. And what you're not realizing, Andre, is I'm the one who's going to have to pay for this. I'm the one who's going to have to try to pick up the pieces and clean up this mess after you going back to Atlanta and all of this. And he was like, you over here think I'm the bad guy. What you don't realize is I'm trying to get money for our city. I'm trying to get extra money in here to pay for these schools and to pay, you know, to help our black people out while you over there in Atlanta. As much as a horrible person as I am, remember, I'm the one who paid for you to go to Morehouse when your mom and your daddy ain't have nothing. I've been taking care of you and doing right by you your whole life, and this how you do me? Okay. And I was here for the mayor with that. I was here for him the whole time because he was right. While they're going, talking, because he was like, all right, well, let's go down because they're supposed to go to the ribbon cutting for the park that's supposed to be named after the mayor. So they get ready to leave, and Eloise, the secretary chick that used to work down to the Pank, she comes in and says, Mayor, I don't think it's going to end up being a ribbon cutting. And he was like, what you mean? Apparently, she was like, it's a protest going on, and they are not here for this. She turns on the TV, and the news is on the news. You see Patrice up at the podium or lectern, and she's at the microphone. She's, you know, rousing up the people, you know, saying, you know, stop this casino, sign this petition so we can get the casino stopped, this, that, and the third. You see Uncle Clifford right next to him looking like Sister Soldier with this afro and this tambourine in his head. I'm like, you know what, Uncle Clifford, tambourine, really? A mess. And they going in and in and in. And so while the news broadcast is on, the guy comes on, he says, there's a new casino that's supposed to be coming to Chucalissa. So now the entire city is finding out about the casino deal that they don't want anybody to find out about. So now this is the worst case scenario for the mayor, for Andre, for this deal, for everything. So then we see Mercedes. She looked like she's down at one of them telex places trying to do the last of the transfers or whatever. Check CashApp. She looked like she had one of those places, okay? Trying to get the last of those good money transfers done. And then they have a television there, and she's watching the TV, and she looks up, and she sees, she's like, I know you the fuck lying. I know this is not Uncle Clifford up here with my trifling, raggedy-ass mammy up here on stage together. Baby, she was hot. I don't blame her, honey. She was 38 hot, honey. She was hot. I wasn't mad at her, honey. I was not mad. She was not happy. Anyway, we see Uncle Clifford goes down to see Corbin. Now, remember the Cow brothers was like, oh, Corbin already signed? Well, baby, obviously they wouldn't have paid him a visit and beat his ass. Listen, they whooped his ass. One of his eyes was all swollen and closed up. He got, you know, he's real high yellow. So, you know, it don't take much for them high yellow folks to bruise up like that. Baby, they had to beat him down. So he's sitting on his porch or whatever. Uncle Clifford comes over and he talks to Uncle Clifford about the fact that you over here trying to save your club. That's going to fuck up what I got going on with this land deal. And so Uncle Clifford sees that Corbin was never in this with her from the beginning. Corbin knew about the deal to take the pink from the very beginning. And Corbin never was going in this with Uncle Clifford in good faith. So Uncle Clifford is real upset. You can see he said, oh. And so he was like, yeah, I could tell people about how I see you got your ass beat by your brothers, but what about when you getting your ass beat down in the paradise room, down to the paint, and you giving the girls stacks of money? How about that? Should I tell people that? And he was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, but don't bring your regular ass down to the paint no more. If you want your ass, go ahead and let your brothers whoop your ass like they did earlier, I see. That's how you get your rocks off. Get your rocks off with your brothers, not down to the paint. You ain't invited down there no more. Don't carry your high yellow ass down there no more. So they got their at odds now because both of them got dogs in the fight. Lil Murder, we did see him practicing for his performance later that night down to the paint, and the shit is horrible. He is, he's not a great performer on stage. He has stage fright, and so you got DJ 7 Period Class there, you got Mercedes there, and you have Lil Murder's manager there, and they all looking like, nah, this ain't gonna work out if this is how this is gonna go. And so Mississippi, did I say Mercedes? I meant Mississippi. You got Mississippi, DJ 7 Period Class, and the manager. So Mississippi takes Lil Murder into one of the back little VIP rooms because she wants to help him out, and she has him do this whole little exercise where he gets butt naked. He's standing up on stage, and she was like, "You got to strip yourself down and perform to your audience, strip down, strip of everything, and just give them all you, nothing else, and just come at them raw and uncut and stripped down." And so she makes him close his eyes, and she said, "Close your eyes," and then she says, "Open them," and she says, "Go." And he starts to perform, and he gets his confidence. He starts to do well. All that was well, fine and dandy. But wait a goddamn minute. Oh yes. Wait a goddamn minute. He ain't got no peen, y'all. He ain't got no peen. He ain't got no peen. Y'all. He ain't got no peen. As an aficionado on all things peen, all things phallic, all things dick of death, cock of doom, okay? Did y'all notice how he's butt-ass naked? And he's performing, and he, at one point, does this thing where his legs are open, and he bends all the way down with his legs open. Any man who has his legs open like that, and his butt-ass naked and bends down, and they were showing him from the back, even from the back, you will at least see his balls. Even if he ain't got a big penis, you'll at least see the balls, in between his legs, because his legs are open and the balls are hanging. Now, if you're dealing with a nice slab of beef, you not only will see balls, you'll see the penis also hanging, lower than the balls. Baby, this man with legs cocked open, bending all the way down with his legs open, we ain't seen no peen. We ain't even seen no goddamn balls. He was built like a female stripper where there's nothing in between the legs. That's not how men's bodies are built. If you got peen, if you got a twig and berries, if you got a dick and some balls, they're going to hang between your legs. Where's the peen, Lil Murder? Stop playing in our face. You talk all this noise and have all this smoke about how big your dick is, and they call you Lil Murder because you murdered a pussy. They call you Lil Murder because you got bodies. Where? We ain't seen no peen. We even seen Corbin, little bitty, itty bitty dick, okay? And even Corbin, with his little bitty dick, if he opens his legs and bends down like that, balls at least are going to hang where you can see them even from the back. Girl, I don't buy it. You going to have to show me something, Lil Murder, because we ain't got no peen. He ain't got no peen. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. He is not built anatomically correct. He is not built anatomically correct. Little mounds of plastic where all the important parts should be. A mess. A damn mess. Moving on. Made me lose where I was. Made me lose my spot. Anyway, it got me all hot and bothered. Cha. Where was I at? Now, sorry, y'all. The sheriff comes down to the paint and gives Uncle Clifford some paperwork and, orders from the mayor saying that, listen, if y'all gonna have alcohol, Y'all can have no nudity. So ain't no titties slanging down here tonight if you slanging alcohol. And so Uncle Clifford is like, really, that's what you're going to do? He's like, all right, let me just give you some money and pay you off. And he was like, I can't take your money this time. Nah, I can't do it this time because I don't know what you done did, but the mayor got a hard on for you, and he is not letting this one go. So I ain't nothing I can do for you this time. And so he tells Uncle Clifford, listen, they planning on auctioning off the pink tomorrow. You just need to know that. This is your last night. They're going to go ahead and auction off the pink tomorrow. I don't know what to tell you. You might want to get it on out tonight. Do what you got to do tonight. He said, I'm sad to see it go too. But tonight is your last night. Haley then drives up, and Uncle Pink went inside. Haley drives up after that. And as Haley is getting out the car, the sheriff is still there. So the sheriff is looking at Haley get out the car and go into the pink through his rearview mirror. And he looks and says, puts it together and says, that's the chick from the missing person flyer. And he was like, got it. Okay. So hold on to that. Hold on to that. So then Mercedes is, when Uncle Clifford goes inside and goes to his office, Mercedes is in there waiting to let go and let God on his ass to go off on him about having dealings with Patrice Woodbine. And they talking out and they arguing out. And he explains, listen, I'm working with your mama because I need her to get these signatures to keep the bank open. You be mad, girl, but I had to do what I had to do, honey. He then tells her, listen, the pink is going up for auction tomorrow. Tonight is our last night. I need my bottom bitch. I need my girl here with me to take this shit out in style. She like, no, I ain't doing that. And so inevitably, they talk, they have words, this, that, and the third. He gets her to agree to have today is for the last night of the pink. She goes back up to the dressing room, backstage or whatever, and all the girls are glad to see her. And then she tells the girls, listen, this is the last night of the pink, so y'all need to have y'all plan Bs together. Y'all need to have y'all, whatever y'all gonna do. But tonight is the last night. So girls, get your lives in order. Anyway, Mercedes gives Haley the last of the money transfer because they go off by themselves to go talk. Right? So Mercedes gives Haley the last of the money transfers and whatnot. Haley tries to give Mercedes some extra money so she has enough money for a little gym or whatever, a little studio gym or whatever. And Mercedes was like, nah, I don't need all that extra. Just give me what you're supposed to give me. I'll be fine. And so they talk. And so Mercedes talks to Haley about leaving. She was like, you gonna tell Uncle Clifford? She was like, he ain't gonna miss me. She was like, but what about that dude? And she talked about Andre. And she was like, he got a wife. And I don't really think he's gonna miss me either. I don't really care. She was like, well, at least invite him down here tonight so he can get to see you one last time. And you could throw that pussy on him one more time and remind him of what he's about to miss out on, okay, before you leave. So then we see the mayor and Andre. They down to the little park where they were supposed to have ribbon cutting. Baby, it's all kinds of trash and stuff thrown everywhere. And, obviously there's going to be no ribbon cutting. And the mayor tells Andre, listen, I'm telling you now, when we go ahead and buy off the pink tomorrow, me and you, we done. We ain't got no more to do with each other. I'm done with you. Back down to the pink. Uncle Clifford is meeting up and has the girls and all of the staff. They all there together. Everybody that works down to the pink. They all there together. They in this circle. He's letting them know, listen, it is what it is. Ain't nothing we can do. This is the last dance, the last hurrah, the last call for alcohol. It's closing time. So we going to do it big and do it right. Baby, Uncle Clifford started giving this prayer. I was like, what in everything that is holy is this prayer, God? Listen, if you go back and watch nothing else, go back and watch this prayer that Uncle Clifford gave. I was like, you know what? It was a mess. If the good Lord has a sense of humor, that was proof that the good Lord has a sense of humor. Because that prayer Uncle Clifford was giving, I was like, you know what? This is really a prayer. A mess. A damn mess. Anyway, Lil Murder. So, the pink is opening, people showing up and arriving and so forth and so on. So Lil Murder takes Uncle Clifford through the woods, through the back of the pink, through the woods, going down toward the river. Remember, the pink is right off the river, but there's like some woods in between the pink and the river. So he was like, where'd you take me? Where'd you take me? I got to go get ready for the people. The people arrive. He was like, shut up, come on. So he takes Uncle Clifford down, and he done took Uncle Clifford's car down by the river and then put all of these lights inside, these little Christmas lights inside and everything. And, he was like, so the whole time Uncle Clifford was like, somebody might see us, and Lil Murder's like, don't worry about it. I got this. You come with me. So they get in the car, and Uncle Cliff is like, listen, we ain't got time for all this. I got to be waiting for me. We can't be fucking down like this and everything. Uncle Cliff is like, I mean, that's what Uncle Cliff would say. Lil Murder's like, this is going down. So Lil Murder and Uncle Cliff, underneath Uncle Cliff's skirt, child, that meat is played with. Because there ain't no cooch down there. That's meat. You know, normally if this were a chick, that would be him sticking his finger in her cooch. That ain't no chick. What you got down there is twig and berries. So, Lil Murder is down there playing with Uncle Clifford's twig and berries. I'm just saying. Most tops I know, they ain't down there playing with your twig and berries. Child. I know when they show these little scenes, it always seems like Lil Murder is banging Uncle Clifford out. But I got a sneaking suspicion it goes down the other way around too, honey. They giving me verse tease around here, honey. I'm just saying, add it up. Anyway, they fuck down. Honey. Moving on. Backstage in the dressing room, because I'm moving on from all of the sex scenes with Lil Murder from now on, because you ain't got no peen. Here for you. Until y'all show me the peen, he ain't got none. Show me nobody's peen. We 7 episodes in. We almost at the season finale. I ain't seen not one sliver of his peen. I ain't seen pubic hairs. I ain't seen nothing. Nothing! Making me upset. Backstage in the dressing room, the girls getting ready. They all going on and on and on about what they're going to do after the pink closes and what all the options are to make money after that. Mississippi comes to her little spot, staging spot. She's looking for her makeup so she can cover up these good bruises she got. And she don't got no more makeup, so the little Consuela comes over there, the little Hispanic chick that does the costumes and shit. She comes over here and say, girl, I got you. Come on over here. Let me help you out. So she helps out and gives her some makeup. Gidget is talking to Haley. And Gidget says, listen, I don't understand why she don't just leave him and, you know, get out of there. And Haley says, because that's the time when they want to kill you the most, where you most likely to get killed by these motherfuckers. And so Gidget said to her, good, you sound like you know this, you know, from personal account, like you know this firsthand. And she was like, We then see Andre down to the bar, down to his hotel. He's at the bar having a drink. And the man says last call for alcohol. And so he's down to the bar and you know, he's commiserating over everything that happened that whole day. And he's had a horrible day. So, but he leaves the bar. He has to leave the bar. He has that last drink. Then back down to the pink. Mississippi goes outside and she runs into Diamond. And she's kind of scared. She's a little nervous because now she is the headliner. Even though Mercedes is there, she's the headliner. And Diamond gives her this little necklace with this gem or pendant on there that he got from one of his army buddies back in Iraq, and it's supposed to give you courage. And he tells her this story about it's supposed to give her courage. And she says, well, put it on me. And they're about to have this intimate moment. They're about to kiss and so forth. And we're about to get the moment that we've all been waiting for between Diamond and Mississippi. And this white ass whore, Gidget, comes busting out there, breaking it up. Talking about something, her boyfriend ain't coming. Girl, we don't care. We do not care about you and your raggedy ass boyfriend. Girl, I was so mad with her at that point. Girl, I wanted to whoop that whole ass. Anyway, so she broke it up. They didn't even get to have their moment. So Diamond goes back. He said, well, let me go on back here out here to the front door. So he goes back out there to the front door. Him and Mercedes never get to have their little moment. Not Mercedes. Him and Mississippi never get to have their little moment. Down there to the front door entrance, Diamond is there. So Lil Murder's manager comes with the little entourage. And so Diamond lets him in. He lets him skip a line or whatever. But Lil Murder's manager was like, I'm going to stay out here because I got some executives and music producers coming, and I need to talk to them before I go inside. Y'all going on the inside. I'll catch y'all in a minute after I get off the phone. Keep that in mind. And I knew that was I knew immediately. I said, that spells trouble that he's staying outside. Then Mississippi's baby daddy comes. White boy comes. Diamond looks at him. Carry your ass to the end of the line. I ain't here for you. I am not here for you. So he had to go to the end of the line. Then we see this guy with this, like, I ain't going to say it was a zoot suit, but it was like an old school suit he had on. I didn't recognize him at first, but I remember he had a switchblade, and Diamond took the switchblade from him and put it in the thing and made him go sign a petition. And I was like, well, why are they spending so much time on this guy? We'll get there in a second. Behind the guy was Andre. Now, it's funny that you got this guy, and right behind the guy is Andre. So Andre's behind the guy. Big L sees Andre and recognizes who Andre is. And Big L tells Diamond, Uncle Clifford ain't gonna want him in here. Diamond says, hey, bro, I handle the dough. Let me handle this. I decide who gets in and out of here. Not you and not Uncle Clifford. And I say Obama can come in. And it made me laugh so hard because if y'all know, Parker Sawyers, who plays Andre, is also the actor that played Obama in South Side with You. The movie about Michelle and Obama. About Michelle and Barack Obama. He did actually play Obama. So it was so funny that he talked about, I'm going to let Obama in. Anyway, we later find out, I'm just going to cut to the chase. The guy who came in right before Andre was actually Montavious Hill. Haley's husband, baby daddy, whatever he is to her. Anyway, he tells, Diamond tells Andre, you got to sign this petition to get in here. He was like, I ain't signing nothing. You see this sign right here? You got to sign the petition. The sign says, the rule is to get in here, you got to sign the petition. So it looks like what happened was when Mercedes told Haley to go call Andre and tell him to come down here and get this last good dance before you go out of town, she did that, and that's why he's there. She must have called him and said, nah, I do got one more last good ride. Come down here and get this last good ride. So that's why he's there. So he's willing to do anything to get up in there to get this last good dance off of her. So he go and he signs a petition. Mind you, the petition goes against everything that he's been working for. But he signs a petition. Now, I wonder if he signed it with his real signature and his real name. We'll get that. But that's a whole nother story. Because if he did, I reckon that is not going to be good when they lay this petition down and they see all these signatures and somebody's going to end up noticing that his signature is on the petition to stop the casino. A mess. But if he's smart, he wouldn't sign his real name. If he's smart. Anyway, I told y'all the manager went off to go talk to these executives. So he's down in the back talking to the executives. He can see the little area where you can sneak off to the woods. Coming back in from the woods, he sees Lil Murder and Uncle Clifford, all disheveled and trying to put themselves back together. All kissy face and lovey-dovey. And he was like, here we go. Child, hold on to that for a second. Anyway, they just look like two bitches that had just came from fucking. Mississippi baby daddy, the white boy's down at the bar, just being disrespectful. He ordering, top shelf bottles and shit like that. So Gidget comes up to him and confronts him and is like, listen, one of these days, Mississippi is going to leave you. And you know what? I'm going to let her come stay with me. He was like, she ain't coming to stay down at no trailer park. You ain't nothing but trash. Trailer park trash. And he's real disrespectful to her. Gidget is pushing back and this, that, and the third. And he's all touching on Gidget. That scene between the baby daddy, Mississippi baby daddy, and Gidget was real uncomfortable for me. Real uncomfortable for me. And he says it'll be a cold day in hell before Mississippi leaves me. And so forth. He then tells the bartender, go ahead and run me this good bottle. Matter of fact, put it on Mississippi's tab. I ain't paying for it. She gonna pay for it. Like, yeah, I wasn't here for him at all. Haley then sees Andre. She invites Andre back to the VIP room. So Andre is in the VIP room. Haley is back there. She dances. She gets fully naked. Mind you, she ain't supposed to get fully naked. Uncle Clifford already told her, the girls that when they was having that prayer, right before the prayer, when they had that meeting, he told the girls, listen, y'all can't get naked. When y'all go in this good VIP room, no titty slanging because, the mayor said, no, I don't want to end up in jail or nothing like that. So now I imagine that because they made it a point to show, you could see in the reflection in Andre's eyes, Haley being naked. So I feel like they made it a point to show that Haley was butt-ass naked because Andre could possibly use that as blackmail so that they can, he could say, maybe if that whole thing about the petition comes out, he could say, don't let them see my name on that petition. Scratch my name out. It's something. I don't know. I feel like the fact that she's naked after Uncle Clifford said nobody can be naked, and Andre is seeing this, and they made it a point to show us this. I feel like that's going to be used at some point, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking too far into it. Anyway, but she's dancing on him. Andre's phone keeps blowing up. It's his wife. Eventually, Haley was like, okay, answer this phone. He answers the phone. It's his wife. She's like, where's you at? He was like, oh, I'm down at my spot. She was like, no, you ain't, because I'm sitting on your bed. He was like, oh, I'm watching the game. I'll be right up. So, you know, he lied, just a lion. And so he hightails it out of there real fast. So, because she was like, what's all that noise and music in the background? He was like, oh, I'm down to the bar watching the game. I'll be right up there. Girl, Andre says goodbye to Haley. And Haley then looks at Andre and realizes he's the only one that actually knows my real name. He's somebody that could actually give me up because he is the only person in town that knows my name is actually Haley. And I think she put together, yeah, that's not going to work in my favor. Mercedes is working the room. And she sees Andre. Mercedes is working the room. Meanwhile, Montavious Hill is also working the room. He's looking to see, you know, where he can, if he can find Haley. Because I know the only reason Montavious Hill is there is because when the mayor saw Haley down there getting out the car to go to the paint, I know the sheriff called the mayor. I'm not the mayor. Called Montavious and told him that Haley worked down to the paint and he needs to have to there as there if he want to find her. Anyway, I had put that together at that point when I saw Montavious working the room. We then cut away to Lil Murder out back getting dressed and getting ready for his performance. The manager comes out and rolls up on him. He was like, damn, bro, what's going on? Why you rolling up on me like this? And the manager has that conversation with Lil Murder. He was like, yeah, I saw you. I saw you in Uncle Clifford. And it's that, man, you ain't seen nothing. Listen, bro, you told me this was going to be a one-time deal. He was like, I don't know what you got going on. And frankly, I really don't care. That ain't my cup of tea. That ain't my lane. But if that's your lane, it is what it is. But he gave Lil Murder some great advice. He said, listen, I don't care what you do. It ain't my story. That's yours to tell. But what I don't need you doing, don't need you having this all up in the streets. You need to have as few people as you can knowing what's going on. Because what we can't have is you messing up our bag. What we can't have is you know, jeopardizing the money that we supposed to be getting down here. Now, I was like, he's giving you some good advice, Uncle Clifford. Because as much as I am a part of the spectrum, we live down here at the Rainbow Push Coalition, okay, the headquarters, you trying to make money in the rap industry. And you trying to make your way into the industry. And this doesn't bode well for you. He was right. So he was like, listen, you need to keep this under wraps. You ain't made it yet where you could just say, oh, I'm living my truth. It ain't that type of party yet. Not in the industry you trying to go in. So he was like, whatever you need to do, if you want to get your rocks off with him, because he said, I can see y'all in love. And he gives him this whole little back song and dance about what it means to be in love and this, that, and the third. He was like, I see that. Y'all already got that in line. And that's fine. But you don't need to have everybody knowing your business. I was here for the manager in that. Bro, you messing with the business. You messing with our coins. And I needs my coinage. I was here for it. Andre goes to his hotel. And wifey is there waiting. She confronts him. Oh, who you cheating with? Because I talked to your godfather. And he said he know you was. And you ain't da-da-da-da. You went down at no bar, this, that, and the third. And he tells her, shut the fuck up. And she was like, who you talking to? Da-da-da-da. And he makes her shut up and starts to play with her coochie, eat her box. And, you know, she's all, you know, feeling it. And he starts to fuck. They start to kiss and he starts fucking her on the counter. And while it was cute, when he was like, don't run from it, don't run from it. While that was cute, what was not cute is, bruh, we 60 seconds in and you done nutted already. I know you are the fuck lying. Listen, I know you are the fuck lying. Bitch, you done banged my whole a total of 60 seconds. And bro, you acting like you done, bruh, that ain't gonna shut me up, bitch. That was 60 seconds. And she's all like all the ecstasy and all of this afterglow. I'm like, girl, I wish my man would talk about shut the fuck up. Don't run from it. Bitch, we only fucked 60 seconds. Girl, talk about going in 60 seconds. I remember that movie. But y'all, that should have been the name of this episode, Going in 60 Seconds. Andre, I'm not here for you fucking in 60 seconds. You done. We not here for that. Mercedes sees Montavious working the room. She tries to work Montavious because she feel like he got some change. So she's working him. He was like, nah, I ain't feeling you. I'm feeling some other shit. And he points to Haley, who's on stage dancing at the time. And so Mercedes, you know, signals Haley to come over. Haley can't see Montavious because Montavious is sitting down and Mercedes is standing up. So Haley comes over there. Haley sees Montavious and it's deer in the headlights. Like, she doesn't see the ghost. So Mercedes is like, come on, girl. I mean, what you doing? Girl, it's time. Go on in there, make these stacks, honey. Take him on in the paradise room. And because he had given Mercedes, you know, a stack. And so he was like, yo, go ahead, take him in the paradise room and take care of that, honey. Go ahead and get these stacks, honey. So then you have this montage of simultaneously Haley walking with Montavious into the paradise room and Lil Murder walking on stage. They're both walking toward, you know, their respective places. We finally, but what we end up seeing is they showed us, you know, Lil Murder in his little fur. Can I tell y'all I ain't like this gay ass, this punk ass blue hair that they had on Lil Murder this episode? I was not here for the blue hair. As much as I love me some Lil Murder, even the fact that he ain't got no peen, I didn't like this this blue hair they had on him. It was not cute. The blue hair was not cute. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. Anyway, he goes on stage with the fur or whatever. And then you see, not Mercedes, Haley. She is in the paradise room with Montavious. And she says, I shot you. He was like, obviously not well enough. Baby, next thing you know, he said, where my money, ho? Where is my money? And it goes off from there. Child, we got so many things to work out next episode. We got to see this performance by Lil Murder. We got to find out what's going to happen with the casino. We got to find out. We got too much to find out. I think something's going to happen with that petition that Andre signed. We got Mississippi's trifling ass baby daddy. Remember Big L got this thing going on with Gidget's boyfriend. It's a lot of open pieces that's going on. You got Andre's wife in town. You got, it's so many things going on. Yeah, so many pieces. We got the fact that Haley was naked when she should have been. It's a lot, y'all. I want to see how they're going to tie all this up. But that was P-Valley Season 1, Episode 7. I know this was probably long because it was a lot to work out. It's a Patrik-Ian Polk written episode. Y'all know the greatness that is Patrik-Ian Polk and his writing. So we had to get through all of that. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.